when it came to the Jewish community, everyone supported them on social media.
Yeah.
When it came to Asian hate, everyone stopped. When it came to LGBT community, like, you know, they posted the rainbows over their faces. When it was BLM, everyone the black little square.
Yeah.
What about us?
All right, ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All facts, no cap.
Welcome back. We got the
The biggest Jefe. Let's go. That's right.
See, we got the homie Alex Corral, the biggest Jefe out here.
Come on.
Making a bunch of waves, making us look good as one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the motherfucking scene.
Facts.
I want to welcome Alex Carrera and his Corral and his motherfucking. Let's get it.
Come on.
Yeah, no, shit.
Come on. Bring the mic closer.
Yeah, talk to me.
Good,
All right, right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, bro, this is like my first time, bro. You guys are like popping my cherry and shit.
Pop that cherry, dog.
First
what an
podcast ever.
Is it your first podcast?
This is my first podcast, yeah.
Come on now, you can't.
Yeah, bro.
Best podcast.
I think you said you've been on the news before.
Yeah, I've been on, like Univision and stuff like that, right? But
That's
like
dope.
never.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is like chill, right? It's like
Yeah, chill vibes.
Yeah, it's chill
It's
vibes.
because you've been around the entertainment industry and a lot of medias, a lot of agencies. You've been around basically a lot. George Lopez, Mario.
yeah.
Facts.
I done like TV shows, right? So I produce TV shows. I'm always behind the scenes,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
right? And then usually I'm just like trying to like put out fires behind the scenes. But now, you know, this is
Ooh.
this project. Now I feel like it's bringing me a little bit more in front of the scenes.
Yeah.
Because, dude, like this project just made me just jump in the water and say, you know what I mean? I just gotta
Speak-
get
for
out
sure.
there.
Speaking of fires, right? I know we spoke like some years back, and you were telling me something about Fuego, right?
Yeah.
Fuego, that's
yeah.
you?
That's me too. Yeah. So actually, it's actually kind of how El Jefe came to be, bro. So, you know, and Fuego is a youth sports program that I started where we support, we rebuild parks and schools, and we make baseball and youth sports accessible for Raza, right?
Ooh, that's what's up.
So youth sports is $1 billion industry. So what I ended up doing was built something to get a database of people and then monetize it by bringing corporate advertisers to jump in and sponsor.
Yeah.
So through this,
Wait, my bad. I'm going to cut you off. So
Yeah.
you use the data from what exactly?
I use the data. So when people come out, right, people register for the leagues and
for
all
the youth
that.
programs.
For the youth
Okay.
programs. You sign up, I get your email, get all that, and I build a database, right? So it's like building followers,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So essentially I capture that database and then I monetize it with corporate sponsors.
Yeah.
So the corporate sponsors come in, support us, and we use those corporate dollars to make baseball and sports accessible and make it, you know, make youth sports affordable again, right? So that was the thing, and then it was like I was always thinking about, like, all right, how can I impact the community, and then tie in corporate America, because those are where the real dollars are
for
at,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Like corporate dollars make the world go round. At the end of the day, lobbyists in Washington and entertainment, that's what funds the movies. It's what funds all the TV. It's corporate advertising, right?
Yeah.
So like, let's use that for good for Raza. And for years and years, I've been tapped into by big corporations like Toyota, Chrysler, Coca-Cola, major brands. And I'm in a boardroom and it's like, you know, corporate executives in like Detroit, Michigan. And they're like, sir, we'd really like to get into the Latinx community. How can we?
It triggers us.
I'm like, yeah, all right, Latinx, bro, cool. All right, let's do it. So, you know, I've always been able to do that. So finally what I did is, you know, everything kind of paused in the pandemic, dude. I hit rock bottom in the pandemic, man. And that was a tough time. But what I ended up doing was baseball. I have two things I'm passionate about. Baseball and horses, bro. I just love baseball and horses. That's me, bro. So what I ended up doing was started this youth program, started bringing in sponsors, and then I just came across this idea. I'm like, dude, we got to launch our own products. And I was always thinking, like, I need to launch my own product. How do I launch my own product? I'm always marketing for other brands, helping them sling stuff. How do I create my own product, market it, be real with the marketing, no censorship, right? Just be real, and then slang this product. So, and Fuego was essentially this launching pad. It was this thing that I created to help launch brands,
Yeah.
right? Or help brands push their product across real communities, right? So if I build a park and the community comes around, all those people go to supermarkets. All those people buy shoes. All those people consume. So that was the idea behind that. And then, you know, at the same time, dude, I'm an entrepreneur, bro. I'm always like trying to throw things at walls and see what sticks,
I like that.
man. And, you know, what ended up happening was El Jefe came by, man. This project took off, and, you know, now we're here slinging energy drinks, bro.
All facts.
And why an energy drink? Why not like a water bottle or an alcohol or a sports drink? Why an energy drink?
So I'm gonna keep it real, bro. So my partner in this, right? Dude named Ryan, bro. Smart ass genius dude. He's been, you know, he's been in the beverage industry for 30 years. So my partner owns vending machines.
Yeah.
And he owns tons of vending machines. He's in the vending machine business. And he was like, hey, man, he saw an opportunity to sell energy drinks to Raza.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's like, dude, at my vending machines, Raza, brown people are the ones buying
The most.
energy drinks.
Yeah.
They're buying the Monster and the Red Bull.
Okay.
So this dude knows all about like product manufacturing, cans, and, you know, I don't know anything about that, right? I just like, give me your product, I'll help you sell it. Who's our intended audience? Who's the target demographic? Let me help you reach that target demo, right?
Yeah.
So, but this dude has 30 years beverage experience, and he's like, an energy drink targeted to the Hispanic market would be dope.
Yeah.
And sure enough, man, like, I'm being brought on to help market this product. And then he was just like, bro, you're the guy. Like, this is you. Like, you do it. I'm the investor, bro. I'm like, I got all in, right? And I'm like, bro, he's finance operations. I'm creative marketing, sales, marketing guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, let's create more brands, more flavors. Let's get out there, right? So ultimately, we partnered up, and now here we are, dude. Like,
Here we are.
That's
fool.
major.
yeah.
And why?
Hey, hold up.
Go for it.
I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say, I know earlier in this convo you said that you already had connections with the major corporations, right?
Yeah.
Like how did you even get tied in with major corporations like that?
Oh, so like my career, how I started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, funny story. How long do we have though? Because I could
We
talk
got time.
forever.
We got time.
We got time. We got time.
I
We
could
got time
talk
for that.
forever, dog.
We got time, fool.
All right,
Get
bro.
down, fool.
All right, so this is what happened. I was playing baseball in college. Went to University of New Mexico to play baseball.
Oh, you were official. You,
Yeah, I played ball. Yeah,
What
yeah.
you play? What
Yeah, I was a
position?
pitcher. Yeah.
Were you good or you sucked?
Bro, I was all right. But like, you know what?
I mean, shit, you made it at the college level.
Yeah,
you made
Division
it.
One baseball
Yeah,
player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this though. I go to New Mexico to play baseball,
All right.
and I realized how behind I was because as Raza, we don't have access to information,
Yeah, for sure.
right? So all these dudes that are playing here in the U.S. and you see it now, and I could talk about this forever, right? But like, long story short, man, like, yeah, I played Division One ball, came back, moved back to Cal State Northridge, came over here. I was terrible at school. And then when I came back though, I was like, dude, I knew I wasn't gonna make it as a baseball player. I was like, I better get to work. So when I was at CSUN, what I ended up doing was I had this, like, you know, my second love is horses.
Yeah.
So I'd go to charreada events and charro events. I always grew up going to charreadas and, you know, riding horses, coleando and all that. I love it.
Oh,
so
shit.
I'd go, I'm like, man, there's a way to like professionalize this. How do we like make this bigger, better? How do we bring in this like corporate side to it, right? And what ended up happening is I had an internship in college. I ended up working for Nely Galán. Nely was the president of Telemundo, and she used to partner with Rupert Murdoch, owner of Fox News Corp. So she launched ESPN Latino America, and she's a baller, dude. You look up Nely Galán, like props, like she's a G, right?
That's right.
She's a pioneer. But anyway, she took me under her wing, and she was like, hey, you should go do your charro events. I have this guy who owns this like property. It's Pacific Palms Resort, Industry Hills.
And how did he get in connection with this lady to begin with?
So it's funny. My sister was going to Loyola Marymount. She's in a sorority at LMU. And her sorority, Latina sorority, had a little chat like amongst them saying, hey, you know, who here's an internship opportunity for this Latina woman, this and that, in entertainment.
Ah.
And I'm like, all right. And she was like, you should do this.
It's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Right.
Yep.
So then she hit you with the opportunity.
So my sister sends me this thing, and her sorority sister is Nely's assistant. So I go to this interview, and I got the internship.
Mm.
And Nely had me on her as an intern on her in her company, Galán Entertainment. And Nely at the time was the producer of The Swan. I don't know if you guys remember The Swan. It was
Sounds
a makeover
familiar.
reality show. They used to get girls and like, it was back when,
Makeup,
yeah. Like the boob jobs, all that. It was like all plastic surgery store. So like a plastic surgery show. So
Like a 90210 type of deal?
it was literally like
Like a makeover, like
they'd bring in girls
okay.
that were like,
ugly duckling into a swan.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
One of those shows.
Ugly
Okay.
Duckling. That's what it was called, The Swan.
I go.
So like,
Girl, watch it.
oh yeah. So the girls would come in, and then they would do plastic surgery. They would make them over, and it was a beauty pageant at the end. And it was like, it was a reality show, man. And you know, when she did that, she she sold in the show to Mike Darnell, who's the head of unscripted television at Fox. He's the guy who did like, I think like American Idol or like a lot of these big shows on Fox. But so I was just in rooms with her and started like, funny thing. Here's a story about Nely. So I go in, I'm interning with her, and I'm like, dude, she's a badass Latina entertainment. Sounds like a sexy ass job, right? So I go in there, and she just has me shredding paper. Shredding paper. And I was like, dude, I'm quitting. Like, I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm just shredding paper. And my dad's like, no seas huevón, cabrón. You gotta go to work. And what are you doing?
Ooh, not to piggyback off that, right? But
Yeah.
something my dad always says, even if they're not paying you, the experience, it teaches you, and you could use that moving forward.
Yeah, but I would.
Shredding paper? What
And
do
a
you
lot of
get from
people
that?
are
What are you gonna get from shredding paper?
No, but maybe being around there, you could pick up experiences that you could
But he did it. He was
use.
shredding paper.
I was shredding paper in a back room, bro.
But not in this case, then.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Here's the whole thing, though. Through trials and tribulations and through everything, you always got to start at the bottom, bro. Like,
Yeah. Dishwasher and everything.
what it taught me was, like, put in the work, bro. Like, you got to put in the work. Why was I shredding paper? At the time, what I was shredding was papers, or they were casting people that were casted in the show that would submit their like social security, medical records, and things like that. So I had to shred all that information. So yeah, it was something that needed to be done back then.
Yeah, you
right?
probably had all the fucking info.
Bro, yeah, bro, dude. But
Funded it.
so I just all I did was like shred paper. But at the time, I was like, all right. So one day I was just like, I quit. I'm out. And I have ADHD, bro. So imagine me in a room like,
Yeah.
Like, confirmed, actually
bro,
diagnosed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no
Like,
shit.
Yeah.
That's a gift. People don't know that.
It's a
You think
gift.
I have it?
I think we all have it in this room.
I think everybody here has
Yeah.
it, bro. I'll tell you why. Because like, it's just all ADHD is just a lack of executive function. So like, no sense of time and things like that. That's why people are creative. So like, for me, bro, like my entrepreneurial career feels like it's been, I don't know, since I was 20 years old. I'm 40 now, so 20 years of working on my own. I'd tell you, it just feels like one long week. Like this whole 20 years feels like one long week.
Sheesh.
And
One long bender.
yeah, bro, straight
Hey,
up.
that's true what you said right now. Like, you have no thought of like time. You just keep going.
No sense of time.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, I'll be there in 5 minutes, bro. I'm like an hour away and shit. But anyway, where was
So you
I?
quit.
There's ADHD, bro. So you remember I'm going off on tangents and shit. But like, with her, I quit, and she was like, "Why do you quit?" And she gave me like this whole spiel about Latinos and working hard and we're not quitters, this and that. I'm like, "What's my name?"
Oh,
And she was like,
You're like Jose.
"No." She didn't even say anything. She's like, "All right, you know what? Come on in." She didn't even say anything. Her response was like, "Hey, come on into my office. So what do you want to do? So tell me about yourself." And she took me under her wing, dude.
Yeah.
So at that point,
You
I
gotta
was
speak up.
Yeah.
Mouths don't get fed.
oh,
Yeah, straight up.
Facts.
my pops always says a squeaky wheel gets the oil.
What?
Like
Ooh.
squeaky wheel gets
A
the oil.
squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So you want to get fed, right? You want to get,
Yeah.
you know what you want. You got to speak up, right? Be loud. So anyway, I ended up working with Nely, and got to meet a ton of cool people, and she took me to the right person, and we ended up what is now still is the Industry Hills Expo Center. And what I did there, bro, is I put on a charro event, and I got a quinceañera videographer to come out and film it.
A charter event, for the people who don't know, what is that?
It's Mexico's national sports, Mexican rodeo. So
Okay.
you go, it's bull riding, and it's, roping and gala de caballo, horse reining, bunch of different events that, people do. It's a team sport, and it's a
Like a
national.
jaripeo?
Jaripeo is one of the events. So the jineteo de toro. So you ride toro. So
Okay.
you are coleadas, o sea, coleaderos, o sea, coleando, pues.
Oh, okay.
It's grab the bull's tail, wrap it around your leg, drop it. We do the rodeo event, and I went to a local bank. Back in the day, it was Washington Mutual Bank, which is now Chase.
Throwback.
And then I got them. They paid me $500 to hang a banner up. I went to the local Toyota dealership. They paid me like $100, put a banner up. And then I went to a local beer distributor guy. He gave me a few Budweiser signs to put them up. I did it for the Budweiser signs. And then I got the videographer from the quinceañera to film it. And now I had my commercial, bro. It looked like it was the biggest, most corporate event on the planet, dog. So took that the CD, and I just went around everywhere and started passing out my CD to corporate sponsors, and was like, hey, you guys should do this. It's Mexico's national sport. It's dope. It's Mexican regional music. It's big. Like, come on, support this. So I ended up slinging this to corporate America because Toyota, what the local dealership did is they did test drives. And bro, what they realized is, like, if you give Raza something free, everybody shows up. So they said free entry with a test drive. So they met all their numbers for test drives. And then from there, that local car dealership turned into a national multi-year tour sponsorship with Toyota. And we launched the Toyota Tundra in 2006, 2007. And then from there, that was off to the races, dude. I was Banda Cuisillos, El Recodo, Tucanes. We went on like a rodeo tour, Chicago, Denver, LA, Arizona. We just went all over the country with these events. And I was 20 years old, bro. We were slinging alcohol. I couldn't even drink.
2007, man, you've been in the game for a while.
Yeah,
dude.
man. So I've been fired from every job I've been to. So
Why, for being lazy or what?
nah, bro, we're just like doing my own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's just
ADHD.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur mindset.
You
right
spoke
there.
up all the time.
yeah, man. Yeah, talking too much, bro. Talking too much. No. So what we ended up doing was we did that, and from there, man, I got into advertising, like just working with the brands, and then from there, that was a long ass answer to how did I meet all these brands.
That makes sense.
No,
though.
it makes sense.
Yeah. So I started with a local dealer, and then that turned into a corporate partnership.
Yeah.
And then once you have that, you have a portfolio of work, and then started getting hired by all these other agencies. And then 2008, the economy tanks in 08,
Yeah.
the 08 crash.
Remember that.
I lost everything, bro. So these events were dead. Toyota stopped making the Tundra. Gas prices were through the roof. They went from, instead of a big 8-cylinder car, they went to the Prius. They introduced the Toyota Prius. So I was out of business there. I was like, what else do I like? I like sports. So I got a job at ESPN, and then got in at ESPN. And then from there, later on, I ended up working for a company called Shine. It's now called Endemol Shine. And we launched Mundo Fox, El Rey, the network with Robert Rodriguez. Did a lot of work there. MasterChef, Biggest Loser, worked on all those shows. And then from there, started working with more brands, and then eventually went off, started my own production company, and started working for advertisers being their agency of record. So just doing ad campaigns, dude. So just creating ads and, just being in the thick of it. So
And that's when you launched Joe Agency?
that's where I launched Joe. Yeah. That's how I launched Joe
I was
Agency.
reading your name after your grandfather.
Yeah, so my grandfather's name's Jose Corral. He's from Durango. We're from the Sierra and Durango, bro. We're paisas, right? So
Shout out Durango, man.
yeah.
Durango.
So my grandfather, when he came here, I actually got a picture of it. I'll send it to you too if you're gonna edit it that way. But my grandfather was a migrant farm worker, came in the Bracero program, but he was also dishwasher, and then became a chef back in the day. Now a chef's being cool, bro. But before, Cooks were all chefs, right?
Yeah.
And now-
Yeah.
It has became cool. I know.
yeah,
this,
yeah.
that's
Now
true.
it's cool. But he was a cook at a high-end restaurant in Santa Monica, fancy restaurant there, and he was just, from a busboy dishwasher all the way up to, to being like the cook. And what ended up happening there is there was a newspaper clipping that I saw of him, and it was him and his compadre Chuy, and it was like Jesse Nevares and Joe Corral. Cooks at the Bellevue restaurant. And I'm like, Jesse. I'm like, Chuy. It's like, Jesus is Jesse. Joe, Jose. I'm like, dude, that's crazy, bro. I'm like, not even their name.
Yeah.
So I ended up naming the company Joe. I was like, bro, I'm gonna fit in with like corporate culture.
Joe. You just named
it Joe, right? And my grandfather was very humble. I think Mexican people were very humble.
Yeah.
Somos de rancho, right? Like, so if we're humble people, like, hey, Joe's just very simple, like a cup of Joe, like just very simple. And why Joe? Well, it's simple, but yet there's a deeper meaning to it. So
like McDonald's,
What?
right?
Well,
like it's simple as hell, but McDonald's like it's so simple. Why I read the book and shit from Ray Kroc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's like it's super simple, but
Yeah.
it's not like too tacky like a Burger King, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, super. Yeah, sencillo. So like,
yeah.
did that, and then that was really what kind of propelled everything, man. And then I started getting into television production. So I created some original shows on Univision. La Reina de la Canción format. It was a regional Mexican music competition show. So formatted that, produced that here. Did a lot of cool things, as a production company. So did that. Did 100 Latinos Dijeron. Minute to Win It also, Minuto para Ganar, or Marco Antonio Regil. So I produced a lot of like different shows, worked on a lot of different shows in the Spanish language space.
Yeah.
So, but what always pissed me off, bro, is everyone's like, hey, we need a Spanish campaign. I'm like, bro, if it weren't for the, most of us are like no sabo kids, bro. We're English. What are you? Speak English? Are you Spanish? It's not about speaking in language, it's about speaking in culture.
Ooh, yes.
That's what it is, bro. Like you're trying to pigeonhole me to Spanish language.
Do you get that a lot? Like they want you to speak.
I did.
Just
Not anymore.
Spanish.
Not anymore.
Okay.
But back then, yeah. Like coming up, like all my ads were in Spanish. Like I did the Ram Trucks commercials for years, bro. They were all Spanish.
Yeah.
Right? But it's crazy. I'd go pitch the commercials. I'd be in Detroit, like pitching, hey, we're gonna do commercial, and the first 5 seconds it's gonna be like this, and the music was all in English and all that. And then the guy green lights it. He's like, yeah, here's this multi-million-dollar commercial. Oh, by the way, make it in Spanish and change the music. It was just like, all right, bro. So I had to pitch in English and then make it in Spanish. It doesn't always translate.
It doesn't connect with the same type of audience. Yeah.
Nah, bro, not always, right? So anyway, it's about being authentic, bro. So
And a lot has changed, even with being authentic, right? Like 10 years ago, it was looked at differently to now.
bro, I think so. I mean,
No, I was about to say, do you find that difficult? Like being a Mexican American, like you can't go all the way Mexican, right? Because you're still trying to like.
yeah, look, I think we're conflicted, right? Like I think as a Raza too, I think all of us internally, like one thing that feel that I've done, I think like let's we're all Mexican here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about Mexicans real quick,
Yeah.
right?
Let's talk about
Oh,
Mexico.
Let's talk about
That's
Mexicans.
crazy.
Let's talk about Mexicans right now.
These goddamn Mexicans.
Mexicans. Oh my god, bro. Shout out to my boy Coop, black dude I play baseball with. He's like fucking Mexicans.
They say with two S's
yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
with two
Mexicans.
S's, yeah. But anyway, Mexicans, man, like Mexicans, we're 70% of Latinos in this country.
Yeah.
So when you look at the census data of Latinos and Raza in this country, we're 7 out of 10 Latinos, right? And if you look at the Mexican migration pattern and why Raza is here, not only are we in California, Los Angeles, which this was Mexico, right? Some people, the border cross them, other people cross the border, right? But when you look at the Mexican migration patterns, like why did Mexico, like what's the Mexican dream? The Mexican American dream is to like build wealth here and go back to your rancho one day. That's what all of our parents wanted,
That's what they wanted.
right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, come over
That's
here.
crazy because I was
Send
thinking,
Fetty over there.
man, that's crazy you said the American dream because I was thinking about that earlier today actually, like honestly, and I thought like I was thinking about the American dream, and the American dream to me was like our parents brought us over here so we could have a good life here, and build wealth here. But you're saying build wealth and go back to Mexico.
Well, originally in the 1940s, the Bracero program. So the Bracero program in the 1940s, the government actually was sending camiones to Mexico to bring migrant farm workers here because Raza knows how to work the fields.
Yeah.
So World War II, there's a labor shortage. So they bring Mexicans here. Like my grandfather came in the 1940s for a work opportunity. And then when his time was up, bam, he was deported, right? So he gets deported 3 times. But every time, who paid for the coyote? The guy that paid the coyote was his employer. It was like, hey, tráete un primo, güey. No mames, like, you're a good worker, yeah?
El sobrino.
So they come here, and the idea is to go back to, in fact, if you look at Mexico's number one source of revenue, son remesas, the money transfers from the U.S. to Mexico. People are building homes over there. People go to their pueblos for the summer, all that. So after a while, you realize, like, dude, some of these people would go back home. They're like, there's nothing here. Like, you save up, you go back. You're like, there's nothing here. I need to come back. So eventually they come back here, and then they're like, all right, let's stay here. Like, we're here for good. But like my dad was born in Mexico. When they came over here, like his whole generation, his generation, they all went to work. You'd go to high schools and they had wood shop classes. Yeah. Right? They had trade classes, which they should bring back, by the way.
They should bring back.
But like back then,
too many rappers. We got too many rappers. We need more electricians.
Yeah. But what would happen is like they go back. They're all told that it's 15, 16 years old. Mijo, you got to get a job. So they didn't emphasize education, right? So now you look at Mexicans that came into the U.S., we prioritize work over education. Mom and dad are like, hey, save up. We got to send money back to Mexico, right? So that happens. Now you look at the other 30%, right? So you have, of all Latino folks in this country, we got almost 70% are Mexican. Second place is like Cubans with 4%.
Oh, shit.
So like number 2, second place is 4%. I think it's like Cubans and Dominicans are like 4%. Then you go into like Nicaraguenses, Salvadoreños, Hondureños, like all that, right? Damn. It's like a big pie, all Mexican, and then a bunch of little small slices. You got to like cut up the pie. But if you look at and you ask your friends from any Cuban in this country, people from Argentina, Raza from Venezuela, ask them why they came here. They came here for political, religious reasons. They were fleeing communism. Yeah. They're fleeing for political, religious reasons. And when they come to this country, there's no thinking of we're going to go back one day. They're like, dude, we're here to start a new life, right? And think about who flees these countries. It's people with money have the money to flee. So who flees? People from Cuba. They're people that flee Cuba are doctors, lawyers, educated folks. Then they travel 90 miles, they hit Miami, and then we look at the epicenter of Spanish language media, which is Univision and Telemundo, are based out of Miami. Yeah. Like, my grandfather wasn't able to have a corporate boardroom conversation about media and ratings, points, and all these things.
I didn't like that.
You can't.
What?
I didn't like that the Latin is represented through Miami. I never fucked with that.
I didn't know that because for the longest I thought California was the Mecca, you know?
We are the Mecca.
We are the Mecca.
But you're saying Miami though.
No, the Mecca of Hispanic. So the headquarters for Telemundo and headquarters for media.
Latino media.
Yeah. And who paints the narrative? I mean, you guys are in the media business. You guys are you're a great media company.
That's why for the longest.
Like Gordo and the Flaca, they're out of Miami.
I didn't know that.
A lot of them are in Miami.
Yeah. Hialeah is Telemundo's in Hialeah.
America is Miami.
All
that. Yeah.
Univision, Telemundo, all those?
Well, the biggest shows are from Miami.
Yeah.
The morning shows.
All their studio shows are there.
Yeah. They have some here, but it's like
it's small, local news.
Local, but over there it's where the morning show, the midday show, the main shows.
Yeah. You go to like Univision's building here, that big old building on the 405 freeway.
One by Irvine and shit?
No, on 405.
Culver City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like the big Univision, like they're in there on one of the floors in there. Yeah. But yeah, the point is that like who's shaping the narrative, right? And then you have a bunch of corporate executives running Univision and Telemundo, and I'd get frustrated, bro. I'm like, dude, what do you guys know about the culture? And you're
tacos and burritos.
Straight up. Like, what do you know about the culture? And they're preaching to advertisers with all the money generating billions of dollars, and it's just a business. We're not hating on the business. That's one thing. Just don't hate on it's a business.
Yeah, the business. For
right? But anyway, I'm just passionate about it, bro. So I've always been like, how do Mexicans get represented in culture? And I've always thought that like we need to represent in different ways. I think as Mexicans, we do everything, bro. Like,
we need to run the media companies.
Bro, I mean, if you think about it,
we're the number one. We should be there like 1, 2, 3, 4 executive levels in that bitch.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at who impacts culture, that's why I love you guys, bro. By the way, when you guys did that post about, you had me with the charro hat, I thought that was dope, bro. All of a sudden, my phone started blowing up. I'm like, bro, that is something that media companies wish they had. Like, you guys influence culture, bro.
Shout out to Foo Community,
yeah, like props. I'm not, bro.
Thank you.
You guys literally move culture, bro. That's dope. Like that's incredible, man. So, and like, did you come up the corporate American way to be in media?
No.
I think none of us did here.
Right.
We went to the culture first.
And you guys are making more impact than said companies. Like straight up. Shout out to Foo Community.
Yeah, Foo Community should be an agency. That is the goal for Foo Community. Should be an agency for the labels, companies are tapping in with to like impact the culture.
And bro, I'm gonna be honest. So in my world, we do case studies, right? Yeah. I do a case study. Hey, we're gonna sponsor this thing with Toyota, and we're gonna see how it works, and if it works, or we're gonna sponsor this thing with Ram trucks, and if it works, we're gonna do more, right? But like all these brands are trying to play it safe, right? Like for me to show up in a Tejana, bro, and not be in a suit and whatnot, it's like I could do whatever I want, bro. This is my brand. Like,
yeah, right.
What's up? I could advertise with Foo Community or whatever, and I'm like, dude, I want to advertise with Foo Community. Like, I want to be where people are real, it's authentic, what's actually moving culture.
Ooh, facts.
But unfortunately, if you don't have the metrics or the data that some big ad agency is looking for to justify their expenditures, like you're never gonna get that dollar. But I'd rather create a case study, bro. I want to sponsor Foo Community, bro. Like you guys move shit, bro. You guys move shit. Like. Being with you guys and investing with Hispanic media companies that actually move things, right? That's where you want to be because you're going to move the product. Us investing in you guys is going to move your stuff, and we all grow together, bro.
Yeah.
Like we gotta like unite.
We gotta do events together.
Let's do events.
We gotta do events together.
That'll be big.
Let's do events, bro.
together, phone.
All I want to do is give away cans. I just want people to try this product because this shit tastes way better than Monster and Red Bull.
Shoot, it does.
Way better than Monster and Red Bull, bro.
For sure.
So, like, I'm just props to you guys, bro. So when we linked up after that, you posted that thing, and I'm like, bro, this is work. Like, you guys.
Yeah, right. So,
damn, bro.
People were like, congrats. Everybody
How
came
did
out the
that happen?
woodwork.
Link up.
All Facts page. He
nice.
followed it, and then like, oh shit, I tapped in with him.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he at agency. Oh shit, he's an entrepreneur. Yo, fool, we just launched All Facts, and you already tapped in with Foo Community, so it just became easy. You already knew about the brand, so it just became like, you're like, fuck it, let's get on the phone call today. I'm like, oh shit, quick.
Yeah, bro. And I'm just like, all right, like let's do it. Like, because to be honest with you, like any other brand that's like corporate and super this and that, like they have like all these requisites that they need and this and that. Bro, why? Like just invest where shit's moving. You guys are making and breaking artists, bro.
Yeah.
I better not piss you guys off too. You guys be taking people down, dog.
Oh shit. Creep shit, huh?
You guys be taking fools out of business, bro.
Taking out the trash,
That's crazy, bro. Shit. But nah, man. Like again, this is dope, man. So yeah, that's my story, bro. It's just advertising, man. Just slinging other people's stuff, and now I'm like, let me sling my own stuff.
That's big.
We had not an argument, but a discussion a few weeks ago about like what are the pros and cons of going to college. And I've always told these cats, it's not really about the actual title. It's like to me, it's always been the networking. Like you find people that you start interning in this company, and that gives you the upper hand from somebody just applying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll say this, man. In having hired a lot of people, I do look at the resumes.
Yeah.
And and it's not like this all the time, but I think what a degree from a good university does or says about you is that you're given an assignment, you're able to do it no matter how boring or difficult it may be, and turn it in on time.
Okay.
I don't care what your major is, But like, this
Yo,
is my
The fact that you just have a degree.
the fact that you have a degree, right?
you were able to
now,
process
bro, I was I was at Northridge, bro. Like
Shout out
like,
to Northridge.
Hey,
Hey,
Northridge.
I went to Northridge, bro. Hey, it's like you got to turn in your homework, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
you got to turn in your homework.
That makes sense, actually. You know what you
Yeah, it makes
Like, yeah, it's easier to get into than UCLA, but the professors, the materials, all that's right there. But it's like you still got to turn in your work, bro. You're not gonna
Yeah.
pass. So, you know, to get a degree means that you're showing up, grinding. You know, with
true.
more liberty.
That's true.
You know, in college is more like replicates the work life. You show up, you turn in your work, turn it in on time, get a grade, right? And you know, it's basically that. But like I would say, like hiring someone with a degree, it's like, all right, you've proven that you'll go do the task that you may or may not want to do and turn it in on time, which is all work is. Building a business is doing a bunch of little tasks to accomplish one big task.
Is that like the biggest lesson you learned out of a college situation? What was that?
I mean, the biggest lesson I learned in college, bro, is to buy your parking pass because
Buy your parking pass. You're from the 818? Or that's where you were raised?
No, I was raised in Venice, Santa Monica.
Venice.
Yeah.
Damn. West
Yeah.
Side. Hey, fuck. Well,
So, but yeah, bro, like I think like in terms of like what you guys are doing, man, and why I'm excited about this, dude, is like, can we announce that we're gonna do a partnership?
yeah, we just announced it for sure.
Bro,
Fuck.
They
like,
just announced
Let's go
it.
for it.
Is
Let's
that
go
it?
for it.
Yeah.
Officially announce it. We are gonna partner up with El Jefe to curate events. And it's gonna develop. Hey, man, we might have a can, maybe. I don't know.
Let's
So-
go, let's go.
You know, down the
Yeah, we
line,
are gonna have one. The fuck?
down the line for sure. You know what I mean? Time for Christmas, you know.
Come on, now.
Nah, bro, let's work on a collab, dude. Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you, like, how
You're
much?
number one seller for sure, fool.
Yeah, no, and Loy is good. It's a good product for the taste. The flavors are there, and it also represents us in the can.
Facts.
I was gonna ask you, how much does music has impacted the marketing world? Because you know, now corrido music, corridos tumbados, like this whole new wave. Has that impacted the way you guys look at marketing now?
Bro, I'll tell you this, man. I was preaching like Mexican music like years ago, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, I've, you know, through my charro world and
Yeah.
through my world as a charro and all that, I've been able to establish some incredible friendships and relationships in the music space. And it's like, you know, I'd always lead with like Don Vicente Fernandez,
Yeah,
right? Don Vicente, Tres Potrillos, shout out to Charros Tres Potrillos back then. Now it's called El Soyate de Pepe Aguilar, but like the Fernandez family, like what they did at the Gibson Amphitheater and all that, it's like me trying to justify our existence and justify how strong we are as a community. The one thing that I'd go to when talking to advertisers, like, oh, you want proof? You want proof? Well, Chente sold out Staples Center.
yeah,
It's like, oh, Staples Center? Oh, I know Staples Center.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's really what it's been about, right? And then but before Staples, like he was selling out what was no longer RIP Gibson Amphitheater, but like the amphitheater at Universal City, I mean, sold it out 4 or 5 nights in a row, sometimes 2 weeks in a row. And, you know, that's Antonio Aguilar, like back in the day. I mean, it's been around, right?
for sure.
And I think now what's happened is like the younger generation's picked it up. Now there's more data.
Yeah, that's what it is.
There was no data back then.
Yeah.
It was honestly, it was whatever Univision and Telemundo told you.
us.
it was.
Yes.
Straight up.
That's-
Now you got Foo Community.
Now you got
Now you got Foo
Instagram,
Community.
TikToks.
Yeah.
More.
And we spit nothing for facts.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? Before it was through Miami, through whatever they said, what it was.
Whatever they said.
Now the data's available. That oh shit, LA is buzzing way more. You
We
know?
know
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah, we know the truth.
Yeah. Dude, it's even like when you think of polls, right?
Yeah.
Like who takes polls about their opinions on politics and the president and this and that? Well, who's asking the question? Right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's the survey? Right? So like if you statistically speaking, if I give a survey to 100 people, that should give me kind of an idea of what people feel about something.
Yeah.
Right? But if I go ask a survey in the middle of South LA, right? And we go to South Central, we just make a survey right there. What are your opinions of, I don't know, anything?
So and so.
Golf,
Yeah.
Golf, yeah.
right? Or I go to Beverly Hills and say, give me your opinions on what the best golf course is. Like what's the answer is like, it's not going to be reflective of what it is. It's like, it's what, if you go to Republican state and ask Democratic questions, you're going to get negative feedback.
Yeah.
If you go to Democratic state, you ask Republican questions, you're you're gonna get negative feedback. So it's just like you can't take 100 Latinos, take a poll, and be like, "That's what Latinos feel."
You're right.
Especially if you're not. By the way, you give Mexicans a questionnaire back in the day, we weren't answering the questions.
Right?
They'd be like, who's this going to?
Like, who's it going to? I don't want to get deported. This and that. Oh shoot! But you go ask someone from Cuba that has their papers, that came here and all that. Like, you know, it's a different upbringing, different reason to being here, why you're here, right? It's a different why.
Yeah.
So just your whole perspective changes. So anyway, I could talk about this forever, bro. Like, it's just
But even recently, you announced that you launched in the hundreds of stores,
thousands of stores, thousands of stores. And update a new one. Thousands of stores.
That's a pose. That's a pose. Man, I was out in I was out in Venice. Where are you from? I was out in Venice. I went to the beach just to go see what's up. Give me energy drink, start the day, and I see El Jefe there. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Hey, that's straight up. Like it's been fun, man. Like
several states. I feel
so
the map is going crazy.
It's going crazy. Yeah. So like the other day, I was in Food for Less, and we got into 108 Food for Lesses last month. So
Are you guys on 7-Eleven?
we're in 7-Eleven, but not all of them.
Oh, okay.
So that's the struggle, man. We're just trying to get out there. You know what I mean? We're trying to get it out there, and
What's your favorite flavor?
mango.
Mango. Oh, you didn't hesitate.
Mango. No, not
You
even
didn't
that.
hesitate.
Honestly, I actually drink the product. Like I actually like
same.
it. So I actually drink it. And you know, the thing about this is like, if you look at our marketing, we're here to market to everybody. Like if someone hits me up, it's like I have two things I'm looking for. One, is it authentic? Is it real? And two is can we sample cans? That's it. Can we give away cans? But like we're getting into golf. Why? Because Raza golfs.
Yes,
bro.
for sure. They do.
Two, we're getting into baseball because we've always been doing baseball, right? And like
baseball, I think, is like the biggest sport within the Latino culture.
yeah, but you know the data says it's only soccer. So,
That's crazy.
So here's actually a good clip, actually, bro. So you go to Univision. Speaking of everything that we just talked about, Univision and Telemundo. If you go to them and you talk about sports, it's all soccer. Soccer. Well, what about baseball? So I'd go to companies. I'd be like, hey, let's do a campaign. Adrian Gonzalez was my client, right, from the Dodgers, right? So I'd go pitch Aegon, and all these brands are like, yeah, Dodgers. Adrian Gonzalez, he's the captain of the Dodgers. Like every time he goes up to bat, Mariachi Loco. Like Adrian's somebody in our business, bro. He's a big deal for us. And like we'd go, and they'd be like, the reason they'd say no is because the research says it's soccer, not baseball. I'm like, have you gone to Dodger Stadium?
Yeah.
Like, who's at Dodger Stadium? How are you going to tell me it's not Latino?
Number one Latino.
But
Probably like 80%, huh?
right. But the research and the polls say it's soccer only. And why is it soccer only? Well, guess what? Guess what's aired on Univision and Telemundo?
Soccer.
They don't air baseball.
They don't air baseball.
So why are they ever going to tell someone that baseball is a popular sport amongst the community? Because they're not going to get those ad dollars.
Yeah.
So it's just all about positioning, bro. That's literally it.
Makes sense.
That's like a perfect example.
That's crazy that baseball is not, especially the Dodgers, is not being aired on Spanish TV.
Right. I think like now
That's
yeah,
crazy.
maybe like on Deportes and stuff like that, but it's not like, you know, primetime Dodgers Univision, like nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's like that's like a perfect example of manipulating the data to your favor, and it doesn't always benefit our communities.
Yeah.
Right.
And even that with zoning and even the politics, that's how they do it.
Right.
They'll sample size data based on what they want to like push the narrative and shit.
Right. 100%.
That's how they do it.
Right. Yeah. It's like, you know, you're trying to get that odd dollar, man. Like, right. It's like dating a girl, bro. And you're single, you're going out, you can tell a girl, what'd you tell her, bro? My homie used to, my best friend, he'd always like, he had game, bro. I'd be like, yo, I'm like, bro, what'd you tell her, bro? He's like, whatever she wanted to hear.
Whatever she
But that's advertising. Your sales, right? You're trying to position yourself, and that's my thing, man. I go in my pitch, dude. I went into Northgate Gonzalez today.
Sheesh.
In
My
these
favorite
boots,
store.
in these boots, vestido de cowboy, diría mi abuelo, right? And I was just myself, bro. I'm like, hey, why this drink? I'm like, because it's really good.
Yeah.
And because it's benefiting our community, because all of our ad dollars are going to go to things that promote positivity about our community.
Yes.
So eventually we will have some buying power in the media space to be able to fund projects with our ad spend.
Yeah.
How's the NFL have these crazy NFL shows? Well, it's called the Apple halftime show. Before years, it was the Pepsi halftime show.
for
Those
sure.
investments really help push culture.
No, it does. So no, it really does. I think that's why it's the perfect partnership with the Foo Community, because Foo Community, like why they have such a strong presence is music. They're known primarily for music, and in Jefe, like partnering up with the main source of what influences the youth, it's music. That's where it gets into these neighborhoods. Music is what shapes the culture. So that's why it just makes sense why like you reached out. It makes sense to why even partner up and it's even like develop this relationship into something bigger than both of us. Even like we might have our own festival eventually, you know?
Bro, we'll do it.
Music festival. You know what trips me out? Like, why don't we have a Mexican American or a Mexican festival in LA? Just like they have the Puerto Rican parade in New York. We
Right.
don't have that in LA.
And you know, like I've heard of like Fiesta Broadway and stuff.
I remember that fiesta. I used to be out there.
Yeah,
Growing
was
up.
this?
They did-
Growing up in the 90s, it was fun. I think that's the Tia del Norte out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. They just hit me up for a sponsorship for that, but I'm like, I've never been, right? I'm like,
I feel like we need to come together away and hit fucking City Hall and demand that we become part of the like launching the Mexican parade once a year where we highlight music, culture, Latino entrepreneurs and Latino creatives.
yeah, bro. And like, bro, I feel like I should be interviewing you guys.
Like, ask us for
Ask
questions.
away.
Like, I don't think this is an interview about me, bro. I'm
go for
like,
it.
this is about you guys, bro. Like, you guys, this is your own thing right here. Like, what I want to do is like, for example, our marketing, bro. I just want to do content,
Yeah.
and I don't give a fuck if we're on air or not. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, what I want to do is like showcase hardworking Raza and showcase what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
bro,
I
that's what I've been, man. That's like one of the goals that I've been trying to do for the
Like-
longest, bro.
Like, but what you guys are doing is you guys are building a media company, dude, and you're building a media company that actually has influence.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope.
Yeah, even like coming to see how we could even do better, because you know the corporate offices for you
Yeah.
know what they want, and we do want to like learn and grow within our own. You know, like Foo Community wants to grow, Co-Media wants to grow, and we are trying to figure it out. You know,
Right.
That's why even partnering with you makes sense in different layers and levels, because like not only do you know product, you know marketing, and you know what these corporate offices, what it feels like to be in there.
Right.
And that's game right there, fool. That's game, knowing how, and also having your relationship within the industry.
Right.
To me, it's very important partnering up with somebody that is able to get us in these doors that it won't be easy. You know?
Right. Like, for example, if I advertise with you guys, like, I'm gonna ask you guys for help because like I need everybody to know, like, one big question everyone has when you're starting a brand is like, where can I find your product? That's a big question I get, right? Well, thankfully now I could be like, we're at every Food for Less as of next week. Right. So
Big news.
so now I need help spreading that word.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Foo Community over buying commercials on a radio station and not know if people are going to actually get the message, because I don't know the last time I listened to a commercial on radio.
Yeah.
Right. I'm probably committing suicide right now, but it is what it is. Right.
Nah, it's evolved. It's evolved a lot for sure.
So I'm just like, all right, how I know I've scrolled through IG, bro, and you guys, I've scroll back up, bro. What did a Food Community post? What they say? So, you know, but yeah, I think that in terms of like you guys, I want to interview you guys in terms of this, bro. This shouldn't even be you guys talking to me. I'm talking to you guys. Like, how'd you guys?
Go for it.
How'd you guys start, bro?
Man,
Wait, have people asked you guys this on the show?
Let's go with Foo Community. How do you start, Juan? Let's get to that.
Wait, before you go, aren't you guys always interviewing people, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, you guys never really been interviewed.
Not in depth yet.
All right,
I haven't interviewed this for you.
So I'm saying this.
for it.
Fuck this. This is a Foo Community interview, bro. And this is El Jefe. This is El Jefe podcast, bro. We're here to interview
Press Foo
founders
Yo,
and
Foo Community, dog.
and figure out how this started, man. So like, how did you guys start?
Man, it started December 2018. I just felt like there was a void, like for Raza, right? For people like us, right? Like we're not really Mexican, right? And we're not American. You know, we're Mexican.
Ni de aquí, ni de allá.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like there wasn't really a platform for our people. And, you know, just growing up since a child, I always knew our people had a talent. And it was a trip because all my life I was surrounded nothing by Latinos.
Yeah.
But it didn't reflect when I clicked on the TV. Like our people weren't representative. Like we got talent, but we're not in the music industry. We're not in these movies. So I was like, bro, I'm gonna just start my own platform, and like try to showcase what we got going on and try to be the voice for our people, because all these major corporations, Telemundo, Univision, they're not tapping into what we got going on.
Right.
It's like super mainstream, super corporate. So let me just start my own thing. Let me see how it goes. And then it flourished into what it is today.
And where were you though when you started it?
Man, I was in my room.
All right. And
Shout
where do
out
you
Bakersfield. Shout out Bakersfield.
I was in my room, I was in my room, and it was just an idea that I had. You go to sleep, try to go to sleep. It was just an idea that I had. It was just an idea though, and I didn't act on it. And then it wasn't until like a month later where I said, you know what, I'm gonna start an Instagram page. I'm gonna do it and just see what it goes from there. And
Come on with the name.
it kicked off. And Foo Community. Oh, yeah. I just knew I just knew the name right away.
Oh,
I think community is perfect.
Community.
It was like the perfect full community. It's just like
Right.
you encapsulate the whole thing.
Yeah, because I wanted to bring the people together too. You know what I mean? Because I'm not posting about me. I'm posting about what's going on in our community.
Yeah.
In our culture.
So I remember I reached out to you a while ago, right?
Years back, like a year after the pandemic,
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
Was
So-
that Jefe around?
So
at that time?
no, I was a partner at Sports Illustrated at the time, and
Shit.
I launched in Fuego as a media platform, and I reached out because I was like, all right, you have an audience. How do I bring like Mexican creators together? Because then it'll be like a similar audience to then go to advertisers to go out. I remember that conversation, bro. Yeah, I remember since the start, bro. Yeah, props,
What
bro.
happened? Why didn't you guys work?
Man, it's crazy. You called me. I was in Venice.
Oh yeah,
I was at the beach when you called me. Yeah, I remember that conversation.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Why
No,
didn't you guys work?
pandemic.
Oh.
Yeah, we shut it down, dude. Turned it into like a sports program. I've been pivoting, bro. Like after the pandemic.
I think you got to pivot. That's very important in this industry.
Yeah, I got crushed in the pandemic. So in the pandemic, at the time, I was doing advertising for alcohol brands. So I had like Gran Centenario Tequila, the tequila company. I was working with beer companies. And since I was always working in sports, it was always like sports brands, right? So like think about who advertises in sports. Cars and alcohol.
Yeah.
And then we were doing marketing for Disney. So I had Coca-Cola company with Topo Chico. At the Coca-Cola company, I was working with Toyota and Chrysler, and was working with alcohol brands and beer brands. Well, and then I had TV show productions. We were in Fuego. We were doing well at the time.
Jeez.
And what happens? Pandemic comes. Alcohol sales go through the roof, 300%.
I remember that.
So they pulled their ad funds.
They're like, hey, selling.
Hey, we're selling. I don't need help with marketing. I need that money to make more tequila. We're selling out of tequila.
Mm.
So how do you sell out tequila? Everyone's at home. Everyone was drinking, right,
Yeah.
during the pandemic. Cars, they stopped manufacturing cars. Movies, there was no movies to market
Yeah, there
because
wasn't.
movie theaters were closed.
Mm.
So literally, it was a humbling experience, bro.
Mm.
It was a humbling experience.
Sheesh.
So it went from a bunch of these clients to crashing and burning overnight.
Yeah, it changed the industry.
Straight up, bro, overnight. But anyway, so we, again, guys saying about me as well.
Yeah, the pandemic, bro. You saying it was a humbling time for you. Man, for me, it was the opposite. I feel like I flourished in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I talk to people all the time, and it's either one or the other.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like there's not like a middle. Like it's either, it went bad for me during the pandemic, or it went really good.
Yeah.
For me, it went good because everybody's on their phone. They're quarantining, everybody's on their
I
phone.
think it was a perfect.
And me included.
Yeah.
I'm at
Yeah.
the house, so I got time to make content. I'm just making posts all day. You know what I mean? And the pandemic, man, that's what catapulted me, I think.
That's cool.
That's when I started bringing in like money for the platform during the pandemic. And then I was able to like just fund things with it. And like, pretty much.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I grew from the pandemic.
A lot of companies blew up in the pandemic, man.
Yeah.
Even the most influential Raza rappers, like in the pandemic, is what helped change the last landscape, the last 5 years. It's
for
crazy.
sure.
That's
For sure.
crazy to even think about it that way.
Imagine Zoom,
Yeah, Zoom.
bro. Zoom, how they
Zoom,
blew
yeah.
up. It
Yeah.
changed the world.
It changed the world.
Like now all these meetings are on Zoom.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm doing deals with people without ever meeting them in
Yeah.
person. It's just like over Zoom.
You're like,
Yeah.
the background is right.
Yeah, bro.
What is that, Ejida? During the pandemic, they seen a huge boom.
They did.
That's facts.
Yeah,
my corrido.
true.
Yeah.
So I got
Literally.
God bless them.
You know?
All right, and then how'd you guys get in the mix?
I potted with Compa Raider in my podcast. You know, like, oh, this was chemistry is great. Because I've always seen him in other platforms, but I feel like, oh shit, there's a niche for like Mexican American platform, but more Mexican. And then obviously it would have been a perfect choice with the Foo Community and Compa Raider because they both love rap and they both love corrido. So it's just like, yo, dog, it's a niche for that.
Right.
And we gotta like break it. And even though the chemistry was just natural to me, you know, Compa Raider has been already a staple in the media. He's been going viral for years. So it was just a no-brainer. You know, Juan obviously being a viral the #1 Raza blog for just content, period.
The culture.
Like that, it just became this, and we just came together and just fucking.
It was God.
Made
homie.
magic.
Yeah.
God, it was God.
That was God.
Yeah, bro.
You believe in God?
Bro,
God-fearing man.
man,
Come on now.
I'm very religious. Yeah, man.
So,
When things get tough, dude, there was a time during the pandemic I was going to church every morning.
Oh, that's how you know things get real in your life. You start
every
going to
morning.
church. Yeah.
Every morning.
morning?
I lived in Venice, and I just walked to St. Mark's Church every single morning, 8 o'clock class, 8 o'clock mass, and you know, I'd even, you know, during the pandemic, the priests would give mass, and you would be able to turn your radio station on to like the AM radio
Oh,
locally. So I was like sitting in church in the parking lot, and they'd come out to my car and give me the host. That's how bad things were.
I remember that was happening.
And that was like the one thing that got me through, bro, is prayer. Like everything. Like if you think about science, all science is scientists trying to break down God's creation and explain that.
And it's never perfect. I mean,
Never
like
perfect.
everything scientifically, it never marks every dot and every T. So there's always an error in everything in science. Fool. So nothing is perfect. So that's why they like there is God exists.
Baseball, man. Like I started this baseball thing because I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, well, you know what? Like sports isn't gonna end. That's for sure. And sports is a $70 billion industry. My kids were growing. They needed baseball. And I created this whole thing. But anyway, like in coaching baseball players and in coaching, I been fortunate to meet some of like the top baseball coaches in the world.
Fire.
I was with Trevor Bauer the other day, in Phoenix. Like these athletes, when you ask athletes that are professional athletes, like how they did their training, they're like, dude, I just did it. Like there was no like special coach. Todo era colmillo. It's just doing it and doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And what I realized is that everyone moves differently. The best athletes move naturally the way God created them.
Yep.
How God made you is how you're supposed to move. You go tell a little flaquito kid how to move, he's gonna move different than me.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I'm here, panza right here, bro. You tell me to get on my toes, I'm gonna lean forward. I actually got to be in my heels. Like, don't teach me. You can't teach balance. You can't teach balance. Physics, I mean, it's incredible. So you think about nature, it's God's creation. Everything's God's creation. So tension in a room, you know, you read about the Bible and like spirits and stuff. It's tension. Talking about tension, right? You walk in a room where a couple's fighting. It's like you feel it. Oh, I'm gonna get out here.
You feel the
close door.
energy.
That energy, that it's physical. It's invisible, but it's physical, and it's faith, man. Yeah, you just opened a whole other thing. Yeah, man, I'm very religious. So,
It goes back to energy. And
yeah. And right now, so much so that I'm working in FUEGO now. We've pivoted, so we're now working with the Catholic Church. We're working with Archdiocese of Los Angeles, and we're remodeling some schools, and we're trying to bring back Catholic education.
Ooh.
Whether you're religious or not, or Catholic or not, I just think that any religion, if you're Jewish or Muslim or whatever, I think just having a moral compass is important.
And there's a community in that space too. Like, it creates community, fool.
Yeah, dude.
It does, because when people do go to church like that, even though them coming together, it's probably the only time you see your fucking neighbor. You know.
Look, we all shit the bed.
Yeah.
Everyone shits the bed. Todos la vamos a cagar. Todos la cagamos. But I feel that with a moral compass, like, or in religion and fearing a higher power, at least you know you're cagándola. Right? At least you know you're shitting the bed, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I shouldn't be doing this, but all right, here I go.
All right.
Most religions have a good set of principles, right?
They do. It all goes back to like good
Being a good person.
love.
Yeah.
Being a good person.
Are you religious?
Yeah.
He's our most religious. He's like the religious
Believe in
guy in
God.
here.
All right.
Pray all the time,
You pray?
every day.
Yeah.
When I wake up, before I go to sleep, Before I eat, I bless my food.
Yeah.
Very thankful.
Yeah.
He's been
That's right.
there for me for a lot. My darkest times of my life.
Yeah, man.
When everybody left me, he was there. I'm always like,
It's crazy, bro. So when I had pre-pandemic, I had a lot of friends, bro. Like things were going well. I had a lot of friends.
yeah, right.
A lot of
When you were
friends.
up, when you were up, you went ESPN,
Bro,
of course. You know what
bro,
I mean?
yeah. I had a lot of friends, bro, and I realized I thank the pandemic because the pandemic, I was traveling all the time, and now I was finally home with my kids. I miss my kids' first steps, this and that, just on the road all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like now I'm like, oh shit, that was an incredible opportunity to just be at home and be with my family, which is and you realize who's there with you
Yeah, for sure.
through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Bro, like the only ones that have been there, it's like your family, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
I know everything else.
Ride or
As
die.
always.
Like my wife, I've been blessed with an incredible wife. Like my wife,
beautiful.
like she's been there, ride or die. You talk shit about me, she's right there. Like, and even if I'm the one shitting the bed, like she's been there. Like she's just been my ride or die. Like she got me through these really dark times, right? And it's like, but prayer, right?
Yeah.
Just prayer. So I think that, yeah, man, it's crazy. Pandemic was, I think it came out winning. I think at the end of the day, you always hear these people talk about like, just keep going, just keep going.
Keep going, fool.
Yeah, I think,
And shout out to Venice, way. You got Born and Raised, you got El Jefe, you got Rancho Humilde that came out of Venice.
yeah.
Damn, you guys are
Yeah.
doing
Man, you
it,
got some
fool. You guys are
prominent
doing
figures
it. You
out
guys
there.
are doing-
Facts.
shaping the
That's
culture.
right. Yeah. Jimmy's
Shaping the
parents, I
culture.
think, we were all right there, like Pioneer Bakery right there. We all like, my parents, my grandfather had a Escalera Market, little liquor store right there.
Fire.
On Rose in Venice, bro.
Yeah.
Venice was popping back in the day.
Venice is popping, fool.
Yeah.
I love the West Side area, man. It's also influential to a lot of the part of the culture of LA
Yeah.
culture.
So anyway, all right. So then, how'd you guys meet though?
I always knew about them because I've been blogging about Foo Community and who's in the space. So like I knew of them, but then once I came out here and moved to LA to take things serious and try to elevate the business. That's when I ran into Raider, just mingling, and that's when I ran into Prime, just being at the events,
Yeah,
just
the
popping
events.
out,
At events.
showing face,
At events.
right? You just went into these people behind
Events.
you went into Raider and Prime like on the behind the scenes, like on the backstage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Streets. Yeah.
Yeah, be like, oh, I know you. I seen you.
I seen you
You
go
did that
viral.
one skit.
You outside.
Yeah.
Oh, so, yeah. So, you did this. Woo. So, then you just form a relationship from that, and then this was like years ago. Ran into these fools.
Yeah, like what, 2022?
like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
2-3 years ago, I ran into Raider and Prime.
Yeah.
So like I've been new them on and off, and then it was kind of like once it was time to start doing a podcast, I'm like, well, I need to get with Prime because he knows how to do the production.
Yeah,
He's
we
great.
Production.
Hey, bro, you're
And
good at that.
Appreciate
shit,
we got
man.
Prime, and I'm like, man, like we need someone out here in the Raza space,
Yeah.
like really doing it.
And you didn't go to Harvard, bro, and you're good at it, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a
like,
beast.
my background is like being in movie sets. Like who I watch film was David Ayer. Like I watch how he runs lighting and how important lighting and composition. Like watching Shia LaBeouf on set, John Bernthal, and like being in Fox sets for like
Major.
instead of just fucking being in the crafts tables and just eating in the lobster over here. I was right there, like just watching the production crew. Okay, it takes a team. Oh shit, I could do this, fool. Because before even like stepping to the lane, I would thought like, oh, I could never do a movie. But once you're in the setting of like a movie, and I'm like, oh shit, there's like a whole ass team for this. There's this or there's that. Yo, I could do this. And just having that, being able to be around that space that inspired me to do what I do. That's why it's very important for even the youth to be able to like intern into a movie set and see themselves in these positions, fool. That's what I'm
bro, it's
preaching
great.
eventually. You know what I mean?
So, you guys know who Trevor Bauer is?
Yeah.
So, Trevor is not playing because of these allegations. He proved wrong, by the
Yeah.
way. Like, the girl's like in jail or something like that. But
Oh
like,
shit.
or like, yeah. Anyway, point is, I was talking to Trevor I was with him this weekend with my kids. We went to see him. We train at his facility for baseball. And I asked him the same thing. Like, hey, like right now with El Jefe, like we're working together with El Jefe. I'm like, hey, bro, like, how'd you become a Major League Baseball player? Not just a Major League Baseball player, a Cy Young award-winning baseball player. And he's probably the most influential baseball player outside of Shohei Ohtani. Millions of subscribers on YouTube. You ask any kid about Trevor Bauer, everybody's like Trevor Bauer. Big leaguers are calling Trevor Bauer for advice. And you ask him, I'm like, hey, bro, how did you get there? Right. And he goes, and he said something like similar to what you just said. He said, when I was little or going through high school playing baseball, I was just trying to make my varsity baseball team in high school. He wasn't thinking big leagues. I'm like, he's like, I knew I wanted to be a big leaguer. Like, what little leaguer doesn't want to be a big league baseball player? Yeah. But he was like, I always imagined MLB players being like these freaks of nature that are just, these crazy specimens that are just freaks
superhuman,
superhuman aliens that get there.
Yeah.
I couldn't even make my varsity high school team. And he says, but I just kept working. He just kept figuring it out. Like you figured it out.
Figured it out.
Right? Going back to God, like everything's naturally, we naturally figure things out, right? Like the human brain is wired to figure it out. So this dude just put in the work and eventually goes on to being the third pick of the Major League Baseball draft and a Cy Young Award winner, making $40 million a year to pitch. But like him too, is like I've noticed with all these people that I've met that are very successful or have built something, it all starts with being in a room somewhere with an idea. And you keep going. Shout out to like Jimmy Humilde always preaching that, right? Like, hey man, like keep going, keep trucking. And it's like, dude, it's crazy. Like it's just keep going. Like my pops would always tell me, or he always tells me still, he's like, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Right? Like you're gonna catch a break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
the harder you work, the luckier you get. That's fire.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't go viral on your first post, right?
Yeah.
You didn't.
I think they said what lucky is like when opportunity meets like that you're ready or something like that. Yeah.
When opportunity meets prepreparation.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, like, all right. So now back to you guys, bro. You guys keep changing the subject. All right, it's the ADHD. All right. So you guys
also no, like I was saying. So yeah, like to answer your question about the podcast. Yeah, I'm like, I need to give a Prime because he takes himself serious on a production level, and he's cool. I like being around him.
He's cool. And he's cool.
And then I'm like, oh, we need a third host, and I'm like, instantly like, I'm like, bro, we got to get Raider, bro.
Yeah, we got to
like off top. I'm like, let's go. I'm like, dude, this is the one right here. It's like, he's probably the coolest guy, like, in LA, in the Raza podcast space. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, bro. And he, I met him before. He's always been cool with me. So I'm like, yeah, we got to make a team right here.
Yeah, he's like a lightning bolt. For sure.
Exactly.
It makes things good, huh?
Yeah. And just being around this guy, like when he's in a good mood, like I just instantly feel. Yeah. I feel in a good mood too.
So it's a lightning bolt for
you know what I mean?
It's energy, homie.
That's good. It's energy.
It's that Jefe energy, dog.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, so how did you get started, bro?
What, like potty?
How'd you start? Yeah.
What's
your story?
For your business, Senor Sushi restaurant, all of that.
Fuck. Yeah.
Who's gone wild?
Yeah, we all told our story. We all.
No, how I found out about him was then you did a collab with Fools Gone Wild. Like you popped out to an event.
Okay.
I think it was at an event they did at Stizzy. You did a video.
Okay.
And I'm like, who's this for me? Like,
what did I do?
I think you popped. I think you were like throwing out like goodie bags or something
like that. Like compa Raider, like shit, like having that compa attached to it was fine.
Yeah, the compa is what did
right?
it.
Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck is this fool?
I have a cannabis brand called Trash Bag Boys, and I just marketing king, like I was giving out shit everywhere, doing stash and dashes, and ended up opening them at restaurants, Senor Sushi, and getting the media, just popping it out.
Yeah,
it was just.
And he would tap in, like you tap into like the culture, right?
Yeah,
you tap into like a money sign Suede early in his career.
Yeah.
He'd be in the scene, so like
Fuerza Regida early,
exactly.
Fuerza Regida early, so
like how early?
Like pretty early. I mean,
2019. Right, you know how they blew up with Sigo Chambeando, and then they kind of fell off, and then they came back.
Yeah,
right before they took off again.
Got it.
Yeah, boom, that album, and then boom, now they've blown up.
Yeah, for sure.
Now they're doing it, huh?
Yeah, stadium tour.
And now for about to have a fighting match with Fools Gone Wild in like 3 months or so.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
Shit, you got to sponsor the fight,
hey, let me sponsor the canvas. Hey, let me sponsor the canvas.
It's the Fools Gone Wild. Compa Raider's going to be one of the main headliners, and then probably like in 3
I'm
months.
going to be the main event.
Oh,
wait, what?
Get it right, homie.
Get it right. One headliner.
Right, dog. We should probably have that on the restaurant, too.
Yeah,
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go, bro. Let's go. I love sushi,
Yeah,
bro.
Señor
Yeah,
Sushi,
yeah.
Granada
Let's
Hills.
go.
Yeah, Granada
Hey, pull
Hills,
up.
yeah.
Granada
I'm in the valley, bro. I'm over there. I live in the
Oh,
valley.
you stay in the valley right now?
Yeah. I'm in the valley.
What
Yeah.
part?
Shit.
Burbank, like Toluca Lake. Yeah.
Perfect. You're like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Granada Hills. You been to Granada Hills? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm always
fool.
over there. North Hollywood. Yeah.
So just like evolving, fool, and then even all facts. Right now, we're just a pod. Hey, maybe in the next year or so, a fucking show on TV.
Let's go, bro. You guys got
That's
it.
what we want to
Are
like.
you guys pitching right now? You guys are
We're
pitching?
like putting things together
In the works, for
in
sure.
the works behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
Dude, that's all you ever did, man. Was like go through pitch decks and
Pitch decks, right? That's very
pitch
important.
decks, dude.
But, yeah, that's why we even tapping in with you, way just like learning the game and learning how to like get into these rooms, you know. And
Bro,
we
whatever.
are as a community, we could push each other up. Hey, that's lovely, fool.
Bro, you know what sucks though? Like the haters, bro. Like
Always
Haters
haters.
are dope. Haters are dope.
you know what sucks? No, you know what though? Like you think about like the Jewish community, how tight they are and how they support each other.
Yeah.
Like the
Mexicans don't have that.
the black community supports each other,
Yeah.
right?
We're like the crabs.
Bro,
Man, it's
Like-
crazy you say that because I was with the fam, right? You know, having a carne asada. And then like my sister, like she asked some out of pocket shit. She was like, she asked my dad. She was like, hey, like out of nowhere, bro, having a good time. Like, hey, like if you could be any race, like what would you be, right?
What the fuck?
Like besides Latino, right? Besides Latino, if you couldn't be Latino, what would you want? Like what would your race to be? I forgot what the hell he said, right? But then like, you know what I'm saying? Like the bro, you know, he's like, oh, like I'm saying I'd want to be Jewish. I'm like Jewish. I'm like, these are sensitive times to say that, right? You know,
No, bro.
and my sister, she looked at it like, hey, what? You know, but he was like, yeah, you know, exactly how you just said right now. Like
The community.
they stick together, you know, and they uplift each other, and they always put the
run the
money.
world,
They
huh?
always put the money back in their community.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Oppenheimer, the movie?
Yes, love Oppenheimer.
Like that's basically
What movie's that?
It's about the atomic bomb.
I haven't seen it.
The-
I love
yeah,
that
really
movie.
good.
What's it called?
Really good. Oppenheimer.
Open Hammer?
Yeah. Nolan. He directed that one.
Is
Yeah.
that the one that you were talking last time?
Yeah, that's the one I was
I was
talking
looking at that
about.
picture.
Love
I
that
couldn't
movie,
find it.
fool.
Open
Love
Hammer.
Oppenheimer.
Heimer?
Yeah.
Who's the actor?
H-E-I-M-E.
It's the guy. You know the actor.
Yeah.
That one fool with the colored eyes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love that movie.
Oh,
Love that movie. Yeah, I love that movie. Fool.
Let me
I
look
watch
it
it
up
on
right
theaters
now.
too.
Bro, great movie. One of my
Great
favorite
fucking
movies. Yeah. But you think about it. So the Jewish community back then, they all hated on each other too.
Yeah.
Like Einstein and all these scientists,
Yeah.
they had beef, bro. Like they would talk shit about each other. Like it was like a competition amongst themselves, right? So when they brought them all together, they all united because it was a matter of life or death. It was a matter of, we need to create this bomb to save our people, right?
Yeah.
And their parents had died in concentration camps. Their family had died in the family of the people that created this. Like they had family that died in concentration camps.
Yeah.
Right. So they united a huevo, right? And they built Los Alamos in New Mexico, and they all came together and they built this bomb in, I think it was like 90 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And basically ended the war, right? So, but you think about it, it was, the Jewish community had to get tight. They had to let everything go, all their differences aside, and be like, all right, we're in a room. What's up? Like we need to do this. And they united. And that's what the movie's about. Now, you look at us as Raza, bro, like now's the time.
Now is the time.
Like now's the time. The problem is I did this little thing on Instagram. I posted, I got pissed off one day because I saw some shit and like
I seen that.
I like posted on Instagram. I was talking about all the corporate America. I was all mad how
George Lopez collab.
Yeah.
that.
George, shout out to Theo George.
And we didn't even know facts.
I will get him. We'll get him here.
That'd be major for us. Right?
So we'll hit him up. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I'll hit him, George. I'll hit Theo George. But like the thing is that like when you sorry, so these guys got together. Right, I posted this thing on Instagram that George see my ADHD, bro. I was already thinking about George. Where's he gonna
Don't
sit?
trip. We all
No, but the thing is that the what do you call it? So George, so George helped share this thing, and it was a video that I posted just talking about corporate America and how my job is to do advertising campaigns. So every Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15th to October 15th, which is okay.
Your phone is ringing.
Yeah, my phone's ringing. People are like, "Hey, let's do a Hispanic Heritage Month campaign." Disney, Coca-Cola. Hey, we need some Instagram posts to say Happy Hispanic Heritage Month and all that. Dodgers nights, dude. Hispanic Heritage Nights at Dodgers and all this other stuff. But what's insane about that is that, like, when it came to the Jewish community, everyone supported them on social media.
Yeah.
When it came to Asian hate, everyone stopped. When it came to LGBT community, like, you know, they posted the rainbows over their faces. When it was BLM, everyone the black little square. Yeah. What about us?
What about us?
But
yep, I've been saying that.
But so anyway, my rant on social media was about that. Like, hey, well, you guys at least do something for us, bro. Like, you guys are gonna hit me up for Hispanic Heritage Month and not do something. So I called out all these companies or whatever, and that's when I was like, man, fuck this. I need to launch my own brand, right? I want to launch my own brand. Like, and then I'll do whatever. And then you want to be about Raza. I have hundreds of emails of documents.
Receipts.
Of RFPs, requests for proposals, they're called, from brands that are requesting a proposal for an ad campaign for Hispanics, right? But they all left us hanging. And that's where I was like, man, this is crazy. So anyway, the point is that, like, I posted this thing on social media, and I was just saying, like, the whole point of it was, like, this is about corporate America. If you want to be real and you're marketing authentic, like, now's the time. Show up for the community now. And that's when that thing goes viral. George posted it, and then it did, you know, I'm like, oh shit, there's something here. I'm really passionate about it, as you guys can tell. I'm passionate about our community. I love that, fool. But it's like, how do we all support each other? So one thing that we know is, like, all right, we want change. And by the way, I'm not going to ever get into politics, but, like, left or right, bro, I'm a chameleon, bro. I get everyone's POV. Yes. Right? I'll go from, like, super boardroom and talk about ROI and margins and this and that. So I'll be like, ¿qué onda, compa? Échame unos taquitos de tripa. Let's go. Right? Let's go. You know, with a pajarete on the side, bro. Like, I don't care. In La Puente, bro. Proctor, bro. Proctor and 4th Street. All right. So the thing is that, like, being able to code switch, right? Toggle from, you know, they're both the real me. They're both the real me. And the thing is that, like, us as a community, like, if we come together and support each other, then the community grows. We change the narrative, right? And how do we change the narrative? And I know this through advertising. It's buying power. Latino buying power is in the trillion. It's over $1 trillion a year. Yeah. So if we come together and support, who are all the decision makers? The people with money. Con dinero baila el perro. Yeah. At the end of the day. So who's making all the policy? Who's funding all the campaigns? Who's funding your politicians? Who can afford to donate to campaigns? So the beautiful thing about this country is democracy. You're able to vote for whoever you want. So whoever you got into office, good for you. Like, you either voted or you didn't, but you made an impact on the election. So the point is that who's lobbying in Washington? It's not about candidates. It's about policy too. It's not just candidates. It's policy, right? So if we're trying to effectively change policy, one thing I think, you know, like, for example, if you're trying to change policy, let's just say we're trying to change something like immigration reform, right? Or whatever it is. Like, we all have our point of view, right? Regardless of what it is. But, like, we as a community, if we really want change and we want to see things different, we want our community to be represented in a different way, a different nature, we have to impact those that are making those decisions or those that are skewing policy in a certain direction. And I'll give you an example. If you want to change policy overnight, you hit them with something called checkbook diplomacy. We could check everybody with the pocketbooks by simply not spending, right? Yeah. So if someone is, like, not a fan of some sort of policy, you check their pocketbooks, right? It's happened. Piolín did it, right? Back, I don't know if you guys remember, Piolín had everyone, like, not go to work.
The radio guy?
Yeah. Back in the day, Piolín had it was like no one went to work for a whole day. Like, everyone stopped, and it impacted the economy. Like, if you were to not spend with someone, if we all didn't go to work for 2 days, and you stop the entire economy and it comes to a stop for 2 days, you ask people not to go to work. And as Raza, we all stopped and we said, hey, you know what? We're not going to stop. Okay. We're not going to go back, or we're going to stop or not go to work until this policy changes.
Question.
Yeah.
Right. Because has been tried in the past, but a lot of the Raza, their thing is, well, I got bills to pay, and I'm not in a state of, I'm not financially set to afford a day off. What do you got to say to that, to people who respond to that?
So I've thought about that, and it's very hard because it is risky not to go to work and lose your job, right? But if everyone does it together, now in cancel culture, those people will get canceled, but it's a big risk, right? So I thought about what you said. So here's the solution, right? What if we all just boycotted a company where the people who have financial interest to win or to, financial interest or financial, you're editing this because I use the wrong word. Whoever is financially incentivized, right, with this company, right? So whoever's making the money and taking home all the loot from this company, you boycott that company. And if that person is a friend with a certain politician, right, guess what? He's going to be like, bro, you're killing my business. Change X, Y, and Z for me.
Or even like, let's say like a Coca-Cola. They tried, but Coca-Cola came back real quick.
They went for Bud Light though.
Huh?
It worked for Bud Light.
Yeah, but Bud Light isn't. Mexicans, they love Coca-Cola. Yeah. My grandma, I visit my grandma. She's pulls out a Coca-Cola and she thinks she's the coolest person ever. Like,
so the question is, so the question is for our community, right? If we want to see economic opportunity be created for us, right? If we want a seat at the table. Because we all want a seat at the table. We all want more opportunity. We all want equal opportunity, right? If we want a seat at the table, like at what point, the answer is easy. Let's all get together, unite on one thing, and demand the change. But you got to hit them where it hurts. It's business. This is, by the way, this isn't politics. This is business, not personal. All right?
Nothing personal.
It's not personal. Hey, we want this change. By the way, I think like every migrant farm worker, if you gave them pathway to citizenship,
that's
everybody's like, hey, 50 grand to get in to get papers. 50 grand. Imagine what that would do. 5 million migrant farm workers pay $50,000. That's a whole boatload of money, right? And let them pay it off over time. They'll pay for it, right? Like, but how are we going to export or deport our working class? We can't. Like we are the backbone of this economy. We're 81%. We're 81% of the restaurant industry, and you can't ignore that. Without us, there's no food on the table. Like I don't care how much money you make. There's going to be no food to put on the table. You can't even buy groceries. There's not going to be any groceries. So if we were to unite and just unite for we could just unite in a certain way. You don't have to not go to work. There's other ways. It's checkbook diplomacy. You just check them where it hurts, their pocketbooks. You start fucking with people's money, dude, and shit starts happening.
I think, you know what? Maybe gas. Since gas is one of the biggest industries. If we don't pump gas for like 4 days, maybe that would hit them.
And then how do you get to work? How do you, and it's still going to impact work, right? But like, I mean, I don't know what's.
We have to use a scooter for that day.
but we're gonna have to sacrifice something.
We gotta sacrifice something, and also like even during the civil rights era, they had to sacrifice things. Things don't come easy, and there's a lot of hard work to be put.
And you could do it peacefully, right?
And you could do it peacefully.
Like you could do it peacefully, and it's just, policy reform takes a while. It takes for all of us to educate ourselves and get together. It's like. Dude, but I mean, with Raza, dude, we're savages too, bro.
Yeah, we're savages.
Dude, we'll make fun of our own sister and shit, dude.
We are savages.
Nah, it is what it is, man. But it's like, it's time to unite. It's Oppenheimer. when is our Oppenheimer moment? Is it now? I mean, I'm seeing kids from the parks not go to Little League practice because they're scared that their parents are going to be deported from a Little League game.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
You're right.
Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm seeing this firsthand.
Yeah.
Like, kids are living in fear in 2026, and this isn't politics. I'm just talking about how things. There needs to be a conversation that needs to be had.
Graduations are being affected.
How do you feel about all this going on right now? But like certain influencers, especially like Mexican or Raza influencers, like not speaking up on the issues. Especially like.
Well, that was my whole video. I call people out for not speaking up. And I understand I've called influencers. I won't even mention their names because it doesn't matter. And I can't knock
Put an
them.
address on it. Fuck it.
I'm like, hey, bro, hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? And that's when I was like, and again, this isn't politics. This is business.
Nothing
business.
personal.
Yeah.
Don't take this. This isn't this is business, right?
Yeah.
Con dinero baila el perro y sin dinero todos bailamos como perros. That's just the bottom line. What I'm saying is like these influencers would be like, nah, bro, oh, you know what it was, bro? I didn't even ask them for favors, dog. I just call people and ask people if they would reshare my post on Instagram. Hey, will you reshare this? Nah, fool. Why? Bro, I got some clients that I work with. I don't want to be like, you know, well, I can't hate either because that's how he puts bread on his table. I can't hate on that. At the end of the day, it's survival of the fittest. It's science. It goes back to science. Survival of the fittest. If we were all locked up in a room forever and ever and it was just the four of us, eventually someone's going to die last.
Yeah.
Someone's going to die last, right? But like at the end of the day, it's survival of the fittest. And people are just trying to survive, man. But I think there's ways to get behind something.
Yeah.
And show the power of or show the strength of the financials. Because Mexicans aren't broke, dog. Like we are
booming.
we are a force to be reckoned with.
They're running the food business.
I mean, I would say we are the majority in California, right?
Yeah.
Majority Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Majority in California. Majority
California.
Chicago. Majority in New York.
California alone, we're one of the fifth most strongest economies in the world.
In the world.
Over countries.
It's wow. I mean, you think about it and it's like, all right. So how do we do it? I think Foo Community just makes it happen, dog. You guys start a movement. The ownership at the top have the relationships to make policy change. Immediately. Immediately. You start fucking with their chips, things happen.
That's for
right?
sure.
That's checkbook diplomacy. I'm not here to advocate for anything or say anything.
That's for sure.
I'm just saying these are facts. Like
all
this is
facts.
all facts.
All facts.
All facts.
No
Look
cap.
up checkbook diplomacy. Imagine if, right? But I think that the more Hispanic businesses, we're like the number one source of entrepreneurs in this country.
Yeah.
Bro, the guy slinging oranges on the side of the road is an entrepreneur.
Facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Like, don't hate on that, right? Like that is a fact, right? It's we're a hardworking community. And that's basically what we're trying to do with the Jefe. El Jefe is hardworking people. It's not patron. It's not a patron. Patron's boss. Bosses could be dicks, right? A Jefe could be your pops. Someone you respect, right? And that's the whole point, man. So like, we're just trying to, everything that we get in from marketing dollars, like everything we sell, our marketing spend is going to
community
to invest in things that we're passionate about. We love horses, boots, hats, golf, cooking, comedy, everything, bro. So you're gonna see us. Someone told me you guys are all over the place. Nah, we're not all over the place. We're everywhere, bro. Raza is everywhere. We're in everything, bro. Without us, there's no golf courses.
Man, yeah, they used to be in my bio on Instagram. We everywhere, world emoji.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
dope,
everywhere, literally.
So, all right, what musicians are back to the interview with you guys? But what have you guys what you guys have blown up some musicians, bro? Like you guys have blown up some rappers. Like, do you guys get credit?
I let the people give me credit. I don't want to say I'm claiming like I
he's humble.
I would say
Even though the artist did give you credit.
yeah, they have for sure, but
Interviews.
I would say as a media blogger, I played my position best than any other
diligence.
than any other media or blog pushing Raza rappers. That's for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And I think you guys, like, when you guys posted that thing about me and El Jefe, it was crazy, bro. Like, everyone started DMing me and like
You just showed that.
I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
bro, this is better than being
Community.
I'm like, yeah, this is better than being on Univision, bro. Yeah,
We
dude.
appreciate you for sure.
Nah,
fam.
you guys are doing it, bro. You guys are doing it, and I think all the other stuff that you guys are doing is dope too.
Yeah.
I appreciate it for sure.
Appreciate it.
So are you guys? Recently, I started working with Flames.
Flames.
Oh, shout out
Bro.
Flames.
We need him in all facts too.
Dog,
Funny as
Flames.
hell.
Make that happen. Come
Make
on.
that
Bro,
happen.
yeah.
Fuck.
I'm gonna
Like,
call
yeah.
Flames.
Call
right now.
Let me call Flames.
Exclusive.
Let me call Flames. Let me call
Yeah,
him.
I'm with the Foo Community, all facts. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Shoo.
Where is he at?
Oh, that fool.
You see.
Flames, man. He just popped up out of nowhere, man. He's having a great 2026.
We went to Flames and I went to Houston together, bro. We went to World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, I seen that.
Bro, we couldn't even go to the souvenir shop. People were just like,
Yeah?
I like that. And everyone was just like, everybody was just, everybody was on this cat. Let me see.
We're about to hit on Flames. Press this fool right quick.
Let me see. But,
Streaming.
He's probably giving flamazos right now.
yeah, dude.
Flamazos out. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me see.
It's funny.
Let me see.
He's cool with Gemelo, right? They're boys, okay.
Yeah. They were at the Rene Vaca Fest.
Oh,
this past
yeah.
weekend.
Shout out Rene Vaca.
10,000 people.
Funny
Man,
fool.
crazy. 10,000 people they sold out.
10,000 where?
Yeah,
Where?
At the Ontario
No
Toyota
shit.
Center.
Damn.
Yeah, fool. I'm like, dang, this fool leveled up.
It was just
Crazy.
him performing.
It was
Besides the
him,
Yodis walking him out.
Burner performed, Ty Dolla $ign, Camelo performed.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they were doing it up.
Bro, so like Flames was like one of those dudes. I was like, we were talking and I was like, let's go to Houston because we're ballers on a budget right now. We're a small company. Like, I'm like, I can't compete with Monster, Red Bull, and like paying all this money, bro. And he was like, I got you, bro. You're all about the Raza. I'm about the Raza too, bro. I'm sure like we'll figure this shit out. Like if you blow up, I'll blow up. We're gonna help each other out. And that's when I was like, bro, Flames has a big ass heart, bro. It was like, dude, thanks, dog. Like, started streaming. Now he's rocking El Jefe all the time. So we're gonna support the gym. We're gonna pimp that out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like it's like, all right, let's help each other out, bro. Like, let's go, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like that was like the first experience I had. I'm like, damn, dude, is this happening? Is this the shift, bro? It's like everyone like, fuck it, we got to help each other out.
That's how it works.
And that's where like we don't need to go boycott shit, right? Like actually, that is the solution. We don't need to boycott the Dodgers. We just need to support each other, dog. It ain't that hard.
It ain't that hard.
Like if we support each other, then think of what's his name, the dude from Shark Tank.
Yeah. Mark Cuban?
The Fubu guy.
Damon.
Yeah.
Bro, like Forrest Bias, right? Like
Forrest
he
Bias.
did it,
He
right?
did it.
And look at him representing his culture.
Yeah.
And putting them on the map as a business person, having a seat at the table, right? Like that's all it takes. Look, like Jimmy Humilde in the movie business, the music business has a seat at the table. Bro, that's all it takes. It's like we know enough about all industries because we touch every single industry in this country to be able to make change. All we need to do is support each other.
That's how Foo Community got popping. Posting everybody, supporting everybody. Boom, now we're popping.
And you're just you're just being real.
Yeah.
Like you're being real. Like we had I did this thing. This wasn't hit me up right now, but we just got I just partnered up with a horse guy, cowboy in Texas, big following in his world, right? And we Latino Mexicanos, we love horses, right? So these are like the best horses in the world. They're out in Arizona. So went over there, supported this dude with El Jefe. He's like, we're doing some collabs, whatever. We're getting them gear and all that stuff. And like, anyway, the point is like, he was like, dude, all these horses, $1 million horses, who takes care of them? Who feeds them? Who does? It's our people. Like we're everywhere, right? Like literally everywhere. But there or like, we're launching La Jefa in a couple weeks. So that's going to be the slim can, 12 ounces, going to look like a Red Bull can, like the thinner can. La Jefa, so that's going to hopefully be like a Latina empowerment thing to shed positive light on the Latina community too. And yeah, bro, we're trying to do it up as much as we can. We're just trying to sell, bro. But like Flames, one of those cats that's like, bro, what do we need to do? You need me to go ride a horse? What's up? What are we going to do? Let's help each other out. And that's where I'm realizing, like, we all just got to unite, bro.
Yeah.
All got to unite.
Nah, that's a great message to top off the interview, fool.
Yeah,
but
big facts.
Sheesh. Any last words you want to like give the community? Like, let's go ahead and support.
Nah, bro. I'm just just support each other, bro. I'm not
Support
here
each
to
other,
push an agenda. I'm just gonna tell you this: if you drink energy drinks, are way better than Monster, way better than Red Bull. We don't
Facts.
taste
All facts.
All facts.
we don't taste like medicine or anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Where's the shot?
Yeah. So, but like it's literally But yeah, man. I just let's if
One
anybody,
can at a time. You know what I mean?
one can and
One can at a time.
what I'm gonna do is just put it out there. We want to get entrepreneurs, people with businesses. We want to interview a bunch of businesses and go in the day in the life of hardworking community, of hardworking people. That's what we're trying to do, man. So I know that with you guys, I'm sure a lot of people will reach out and we'll be able to. We're gonna invest in some storytelling.
Ooh, I like that.
And
I
then
like that.
hopefully distribute that with you guys right here, man. You guys are a big
for
platform.
Sure. Hell yeah, I think we're the biggest platform, huh?
Yeah, facts.
Nah, I appreciate you for pulling up. They want to tell your story because, we need more leaders like yourself in the mix. You have the Jimmys, you have a couple other ones.
Yeah.
Even the youth, we need a lot of the youth to hear these stories.
Yeah, man. And then, one other thing, like my biggest claim to fame in advertising was I launched a campaign called Ponle Acento. And Ponle Acento is like the one thing I was proud. I lost money on the project, but I did it for credit, right? To like show my credit, right? So Major League Baseball did a campaign. They had these little commercials it was like a bunch of acentos. It was like Latinos are acción, pasión.
I remember that.
Whatever. And it was just, and they wanted a social media campaign. I was like, dude, let's make this a social. It was a TV commercial. I was like, let's make this a social media campaign. So created a social media campaign called Ponle Acento. I realized representing Adrian Gonzalez that like his name is Gonzalez, it had no accent over the A. Right? Without the name, his name is Gonzalez.
Yeah, they didn't have him
Gonzalez,
before.
right? It's Gonzalez. So we put the accent on the jersey, and what we ended up doing is making more jerseys, and we got MLB to approve Latinos putting accents on the jersey.
Fire.
That caught wind, and now LA Times, ESPN, and media coverage they now recognize how Latino names are spelled. And now if you watch ESPN or Fox, now they use the accents over Latino names.
Yeah.
So, and that was just
fire.
that was a viral
That's
campaign,
fire.
bro. And like Angelica Vale put her accent on her Sabacus Fame Star and all that. But it was a big campaign, and that was a case study, bro. And I think with you guys, we're gonna have a case study soon, bro.
Shoo.
For sure.
Let's go.
Let us know where we could find El Jefe at, social media, what stores right now that are carrying it.
Right now, we're at Northgate, Food for Less. We're at thousands of stores. So the easiest thing right now, we're not at all stores, but we're in thousands of stores. And best way is to go to our store locator on eljefe.com. And just follow us.
It's pretty
on
updated
IG.
too. It's pretty updated. I've been keeping track. I'm like, for you breaking ground on other states. I'm like, oh shit, dog.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Congratulations
It's cool.
on that.
It's a little map.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
We're happy to be a part of that growth. And like I said, we'll be able to do some stuff coming soon.
Let's go, bro.
Take it
Let's
to the
go.
limits.
Oh yeah.
And we are out.
Jesus Christ, Nely Galán.
Oh, man.
End it with a prayer. End it with a prayer.
End it with a prayer, bro. All right, go for it. Go. Lead us in prayer, my guy.
Come on, compa.
Let's go. Lead us in prayer.
Oh,
Go, lead us.
I thought you were religious.
Hey, I am religious, bro. Go. No, go.
All right, thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for watching over us. And please be with every single one of us. Amen.
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 Que Dios te bendiga. No, bro.
And we are out.